Herman Lee from Dragon Force, okay? Let's use him as an example. Imagine him shirtless with some candles, not the Gwyneth Paltrow vagina ones. Welcome to another episode from Takedowns to Breakdowns with A&P. Today's topic is OnlyFans for Metalheads. You guys like the idea? Do you like the idea?
I'm
gonna break it down. What my idea is of OnlyFans for Metalheads, but just the name alone. Do you like it?
Yeah, because I feel like OnlyFans is becoming a lot more popular now, and I think metal musicians need to
boost their income.
Yeah, exactly. Need to boost their, especially in the times we're in right now. So I think an OnlyFans for Metalheads would be a good thing for the musicians.
All right, so let me break this down to you and let me hear your thoughts on it. So I thought OnlyFans has been one of the only platforms during the pandemic that's really generated a lot of income for the people that are on it. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, people are making, fortunes on OnlyFans. So I thought, musicians these days don't have the ability to tour as much. They don't have the ability to go out, play shows, all of this stuff. So a lot of them are migrating into Patreon. They're creating specific content for their patrons. The patrons are paying for this specific content. So there's already a little bit of a roadmap, if you will, for musicians to connect with their fans, generate revenue, generate income in a much different platform, in a much different way. So I thought, if OnlyFans has been one of the highest grossing websites during this pandemic, why not bring metal to OnlyFans and perhaps call it OnlyHead? Which the name is, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
Definitely would go with stuff on OnlyFans. So.
I know, but I think it would give people the wrong
idea. Yeah.
So maybe OnlyHead is not good. OnlyHeads, perhaps even worse.
Even worse.
So only metal fans or only metalheads, something along those lines. Only metal sounds like a machine shop thing. I don't know. Like, okay, it's a work in progress.
The name is a work in progress.
The name is irrelevant.
Yeah, it's not the important thing here.
The important thing is the content. So I thought about this. I'm not necessarily calling for artists to show up and do like videos of them naked or whatever. That's not what I want here.
No.
I'm talking about the things that turn metalheads on, like changing the guitar strings, doing vocal warm-ups.
With like candles and sensual
do like
music.
SMR. Like, like those SMR videos?
ASMR where they're just putting...
But they're putting the strings and talking like really low? I mean, just imagine. Just Herman Lee from Dragon Force, okay? Let's use him as an example. Imagine him shirtless with some candles, not the Gwyneth Paltrow vagina ones.
Yeah,
regular stuff.
By the way, I don't even think those are online now because I went on Amazon to see if I can order one and it wasn't there.
Why the fuck would you want to order one? Did you know somebody burned their house with one of those? Those things are dangerous.
I don't know, I just kind of...
Plus, why would you want your house smelling like fish?
That's true. I can just go and buy some fish and
just leave it under the sofa.
You know what? It's one of those things where it's like you see it and you're like, you know what? I kind of want to...
Check it out?
Test out this product.
All right.
It's like when people buy that fart spray.
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of the fart spray?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, just one spray and you die.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. So anyways, imagine Herman Lee shirtless with some candles, replacing the guitar strings, talking really low to the microphone, explaining to the fans what is he doing, why is he using that string, and doing it.
Tuning it.
And then tuning it, and then testing it. That's OnlyFans material right there for a metalhead. For a metalhead, that's OnlyFans material.
Definitely.
Imagine 𝗙𝗥𝗢𝗠 from Winter Sun in the sauna. Talking about sauna, talking about...
Random shit.
The guy could talk about whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, as long as he's shirtless in the sauna, we're all good with that.
There was one you were telling me the other day, if 𝗙𝗙𝗢𝗢𝗢 was, he has like a new riff in mind for a song, all he does is he gets naked and puts the guitar there and just plays it for OnlyFans.
Yeah, exactly. And I was thinking of other things, for example. Imagine Christopher Bose from Ailstorm. Naked in the shower, but the shower is all haze, like with fog from the heat from the water.
So, yeah.
And you hear him doing like warm-ups or him doing covers of his own songs in the shower.
To see if your shower voice is better than your
real voice.
Oh, see.
Who wouldn't pay for this kind of material? I think that there is a market there for metalhead fans incorporating the idea of OnlyFans, bringing those two worlds together. Because I don't see Patreon as the right place for this kind of material. And then if you want to include something else, you can have a little bit of those shutouts, what is called Cameo, where people pay you for you to wish them a happy birthday and whatever. You include that in there as well. So for example, for your birthday, you could hire 𝗙𝗥𝗢𝗪𝗡𝗦 𝗧𝗢 from Beast and Black to sing you a happy birthday. Which we've done that.
Which we've done that.
Which we actually have done that. We don't recommend it because he doesn't do it for everybody, but he did it for us.
I mean, it would be money well spent.
100%. And it's the gift that keeps on giving. Because the moment he sings you that happy birthday, you can use that every year. Every year. That's all I have to say. You can just change the background of the video or whatever. You can actually use it for multiple people. If there's multiple metalheads in your family who like Beast and Black, you buy that cameo once, and then you would just send them to all of them during their birthdays. Like, I mean, this is better than e-cards, which, by the way, it's a thing too. So I honestly think that while the Patreon is good, I feel like the Patreon is more for the artists to create music, create an avenue to interact with their fans about the music that they're creating, have their input on their music, let them listen to the music. You know, to me, it's more at a high level, professional level, if you will, right? But I think the market needs something along these lines. OnlyFans for metalheads, where metal musicians can come on, do the whole cameo thing, include the cameo thing, do ASMR, whatever you call those videos, do that kind of shit, like, you know, stringing the guitars, tuning it,
sauna,
talking about pedals. Does this one chug? It chugs really good.
Oh, I got ASMR but with the pedals plugged in.
Yeah.
It's like, what does this one do? And then they see what it is.
And then bring an acoustic guitar too, do a little bit of hurdy-gurdy.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Bring the hurdy-gurdy.
But
Anna Murphy on the hurdy-gurdy.
But it's not plugged in, so all you're hearing is just like the raw hurdy-gurdy sound.
Exactly. You can do all of that. Flutes. The guys that play flutes bring all of that stuff. Vocal warm-ups. Vocal warm-ups. Like, I mean, there's so many things that really would bring all the fans to the yard.
Definitely.
And I think it's a win-win situation because I don't think necessarily you should have like individual artists. I think we should maybe group them by label or by genre or something like that.
Yeah.
And you sign them into your pool. So for example, let's say I would start a death metal pool.
And then only death metal artists
would be in that pool. And they would get a cut. Like they would get almost like...
but it would be a percentage of how much that they're putting into it.
Yeah, it would be like Spotify. The more content you throw in,
the more you get.
The more you get.
Yeah.
It would be Spotify, but with better royalties, if you will. So if you're a death metal fan, why would you sign up to a program that has, let's say, folk metal? You don't like that. So you would just specifically sign into your niche, would be death metal, and you get like George Corpse Grinder Fisher reading you nursery rhymes. How shirtless? That has to be shirtless.
Yeah, I feel like
or pentless.
I feel like OnlyFans, every video has to be not safe for work, so there has to be something along those lines.
There has to be some skin.
Exactly.
You have to have some skin in the game in order for you to really pull it off. But imagine that if you're a death metal fan, that's for you. You gravitate towards that. You know what I mean? Or you go into the studio, a producer, death metal producer in the studio, moving the little knobs up and down. Look, with no bass. Look, with extra bass. It always has to be like with a sexy voice. So
exactly.
You kind of have to give a sexy voice to it.
They don't even have to be doing stuff like that. I mean, you could be a folk metal guy and sign up to the one and you just see Yanni from 𝗙𝗥𝗢𝗪𝗡𝗏 just chopping down trees. I feel like that's stuff shirtless, exactly, like a lumberjack. I feel like that's something he would do. So,
or beer products or hair products, whatever.
Or him sitting down drinking the 𝗙𝗥𝗢𝗪𝗡𝗏 vodka.
Exactly, and giving you a taste sample, explaining to you like how it was made. You know, just like. You know, like do one of those, and then don't spit. Like that would be a waste.
Exactly.
Just swallow it. Always swallow it. So, anyways,
spitters are quitters.
Exactly. I really feel like there's a market. It's an untapped market. You could create it by genres. So you have death metal, metalcore. So metalcore, for example, you would have like guitar players with extremely long shirts, and all they would do is move their arms up and down, and the noise that would make with the shirts, very, very slightly on the microphone, would calm you down. Like after a hard day's work. You lay down in bed, right? And you can hear the guys from Bleed From Within just waving their arms around in their shirts. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
You know, the lead singer from Fit for an Autopsy is a barber. So he could give you a video about like how to cut your own hair during the pandemic. Things like that. I mean, I think that shirtless.
Obviously.
That goes without saying. Shirtless.
Shirtless I feel like shirtless is the minimum you can do.
Every video, whoever's participating, I mean, if it's a female artist, she can totally wear a bra. I'm totally cool. Sports bra, that's totally fine. But you gotta show some skin.
That's how OnlyFans works.
And then you could have also tattoos, like, you know, when you go get a tattoo done,
yeah.
show like how you get the tattoo.
I actually really do like those tattoo videos of people going and getting like really cool tattoos.
Yeah.
So I feel like those would be good too.
Yeah, those would be good. Talking about what was the idea behind the tattoo? Why were you getting this tattoo? I'm getting this tattoo artist. I honestly think if you do only metal, I mean, the name is a work in progress. If you do only heads and you have it by niche, by different genres, like black metal, for example, like a tour of the forest where they shot the picture for their cover album or whatever, something along those lines.
Or when Vatin, when they do the pig's head on stage, like how do they get the pig's head? And all
yeah,
that
how do they shop for the pig?
Exactly.
Like you would have a tour of them shirtless once again, going shopping for pigs.
But that would be like they would be shirtless, but they've had like the paint on too.
Yeah, they could have everything else. They could have the blood on them too, but you know, well, that technically would be the same way they perform every single show. So I honestly think if you divide it by genres, I think you would hit the nail on the head 100%, because as a fan, you're not signing up just for the content of one band. You're signing for the content within that genre, and you're gonna get whoever is part of that program. And then you add the cameo thing to it.
I think it's a very.
I think it's very lucrative.
I think it would get a lot of business.
I think if the business operates on the complete opposite premises of Spotify, which my idea would be, the money is really for the artists that are part of the program. So your percentage of income is based on the content that you create. The more stuff you create for that specific plan, the bigger your percentage of the revenue is, right? And then also based on the views that you get. So for example, if you create a video and you don't get as much views as the other guy who creates a video, the guy who created more views obviously created more traffic, he gets a bigger percentage. And then the people who are hosting it take 5% fee just for hosting and keeping it all together. But I think the money should be geared towards the bands, towards the artists, because at the end of the day, we have to find ways for musicians to be able to survive in today's modern age. I mean, album sales don't cut it. With no shows, you're losing a huge amount of revenue, because no shows means no merch being sold at the shows, which is an additional revenue. There's no VIPs being bought to go see the shows because there's no shows. I mean, there's just a huge decline in revenue all around. So I think this would be a great idea to keep people alive and well during the pandemic until things get back to normal, bands can go back on tour and life can resume. And if it's profitable enough, then you can just keep doing it forever. This is a great business model.
I really do think so.
The more I talk about it, the more I like it.
I mean, I don't think we have the facilities to actually do it ourselves.
No, but we're the brains of
the operation. We're the brains of the operation, okay.
I don't have the know-how to put the website together. By the way, and all that shit.
If this actually happens, we needed some royalties, man.
I know, we should. At worst case scenario, we should get free access to all
of them. I would take that. I would definitely take that instead of...
I would totally see a video of Herman Lee restringing his guitar shirtless. And for that matter, one of Christopher Bowes naked in the shower.
That one I really do. I would want to see that
just
one.
All you see is the silhouette.
Or just like all you see is his silhouette through like the...
Through the fogged glass.
Through the fogged glass, yeah.
Through the fogged glass, the sliding doors. No, the fogged glass, the sliding doors, they're all fogged, and all you see is his silhouette and him singing.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Wouldn't that be perfect? Dude, it's money. You could print money, I'm telling you. Obviously, like we said, some bands would generate more revenue than others, but that's the beauty of this program.
Exactly.
The more you put in, the more you get back.
Exactly. And even if you're a smaller band who does it, if you have a good idea for a video, it doesn't matter about the band itself. If it's a good idea and it's a funny video or a cool video.
Or how much skin you can show.
Exactly. People will go to it.
And then this could also promote your band. So you could go, like, let's say you're a death metal band that nobody knows. You send into the program.
And you make a really good video.
And your video is squeezed in between Cannibal Corpse and Obituary. You're right in the middle there. People are going to watch your video, even though they don't know who you are. And then, if they like what you're doing, let's say, for example, you're doing vocals. Like you're warming up your growls, and you're explaining to people how you get to that deep, to that sweet spot. And people like that shit. Hey, you know what? Maybe we should check out this guy's band.
Yeah.
And then attracts fans to other platforms, to other forms of business. Next thing, you're going on tour, you're selling out.
This started out as a really funny joke, but
The more I talk about it, the more sense it makes.
The more sense it's actually making.
I'm telling you, this is a great idea. I just don't know if we're going to get enough people on board, but this is a great idea.
Well, put in the comment section if you guys...
Would you sign up for it?
Would you sign up for it, and are you on board for an Only Metalheads?
So let's put it this way. If you're a member of a band, would you be down with something like this? If you're not a member of the band, but you're a fan of a band, would you sign up for something along these lines, right? Like those are the two main groups, if you will.
Yeah.
The fans and then obviously the content creators. I think we should make this happen. We should make this happen. Somehow, somewhere, some way, this needs to happen. All right, guys, let us know in the comment section your thoughts, and we'll see you at the next video. Take care, guys.
See ya.